Welcome to another episode of The Latest with Maya. Today, I am very excited to have a conversation with the cast of Resident Alien. Thank
Woo!
you. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'm so excited to be, talking with Meredith, Sarah, and Corey again and meeting you, Jenna and Alice. So thank you.
Thanks for having us.
You.
Oh, it's so great to be back. So good to see you, Maya. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Um, who's the most like their character?
Oh, Levi.
I was gonna say, I don't know where we are in the Brady Bunch thing, but Alice?
I'm
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true
up
too.
above you to the right, but it's me, not Levi. Corey.
Okay.
It's
All right,
hands
you're right. You know what? He's not a mayor,
Here's
so
why
that's true.
I would say it's just I win over Levi on this one is because the IP, like the Dark Horse comics, don't have a Darcy. And
Oh.
so Chris only wrote Darcy after meeting me. Well,
Oh.
Darcy was written after I auditioned and did the pilot. So I would say I have that edge over Levi, but Levi is a lot like Mayor Ben.
I did not know that,
I think,
actually.
isn't Darcy like two characters, or there's like a waitress at the diner and a best friend or something like
Yeah.
that? And they combined them and then they met you and then they were like, Alice is the one. Isn't
Yeah,
it like a
Like Neo.
conglomeration?
vibe. I think that she was kind of light and bubbly and sort of like, what can I get you? And then I auditioned with a very different, I didn't know about that. So with a very different vibe. And Chris and David Dobkin, the director of the pilot, were like, oh, we can really, this would be useful for us to have this kind of character in this bar world.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they had. And so that's why I think I'm
Also, Jenna, go ahead and tell them about your nightlife, like.
Yeah.
tell them about Jenna, tell them about Judy's evolution because Judy was pilot also.
By the way, there's truth to that too. I think Judy evolved, I admit, closer to me as time.
A lot closer, yes.
I will say there are things I've said in real life that somehow make it into the show.
I love that.
How
Most definitely.
ballet is so
Mm.
um
I love that.
I feel like we're all distillations of our parts of us we're all heightened parts of us heightened turned all the way up to like 100 feel like
Yes.
100%.
Definitely.
yeah.
And I know Chris, that is by design. He said to somebody, I overheard him say that he wanted to get to know his cast because the better he knows his cast, the better he can write for them. It's a very purposeful thing. We do all spend a lot of time together in Vancouver.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because we're all like at camp, but it has made each character so much more rich and specific.
My kid has definitely said to me when I've said things to him in moments, especially the way that I've said them, he said, "You sound like Mike." Like, yes. And I can see how that you can see how that could be problematic at home.
Can you imagine Sheriff Mike being your father?
Father? Yeah, no, that's tough to imagine. I know one person that really doesn't have to imagine it. And I'm already investing in all the therapy. It's already there. I'm getting vouchers,
No, it's
if
refreshing.
we
Are
move
you
along.
kidding? Mike will tell you the truth, right? And he's not going to get like, I feel like, I don't know, what would happen if you got drunk and you called your dad, Mike, to come get you? It'd be like, there'd be a lecture, but also there'd be a
Oh,
story.
I
There'd be a
think he
story
would
behind it.
absolutely. I think he would lecture you the entire way home, and then when you pulled up in the driveway, say, "I'm glad you called me."
Right.
Yeah,
I think Mike would be a great dad.
yeah. You know, he'd be a little nutty, but yeah, I think he'd be all right.
Hmm.
I love that. Um, so what is the biggest lesson you've learned from your characters?
Hmm.
Oh boy.
I'm
Believe
excited.
people when they say they've seen aliens? I mean, considering, he spent all these seasons completely in denial of some things that, I mean, I wouldn't say they're obvious from the viewer standpoint, but from being at ground level, I think there's enough oddity to human behavior that people could have written off a lot of Harry's antics as just oddities of a person. But I think when you start factoring in some of the other murders, the headless people, the missing time, all that type of stuff, I think, I'd have to learn from him that, yeah, when someone says they've seen aliens, believe them.
Yeah. I'd probably say self-love. I mean, I was already on that journey myself, but I think Asta's been on that journey the whole time. And I think of all the characters, I'm probably the least like my character in terms of how she dresses and how she acts. Obviously, Jenna's right. Chris has definitely like molded it to all of us as he's gotten to know us over the years. But I feel like Asta's taught me how to be a little bit quieter and a little bit more internal and to keep calm in stressful situations. She's very good at that. Unless she's, I don't know, with Darcy, and Darcy's stressing her out.
I think Darcy's maybe overall lesson for me has been that you can't get away from people that love you. Like, you can't, like, I'm thinking of that Fleetwood Mac song, but you can't, you know, there are people in your community that are going to love you no matter what you do. And no matter how much you try to deny it and pretend that you're this loner in the world by yourself, you're part of a community no matter what you do. And your imprint on people matters.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Silver Spring?
Yes.
Yes. God.
Such a good story.
Such a good song. I feel like maybe the thing I've learned from Kate is like, well, I feel like the most generous version of this is like the things that can make you difficult or prickly as a person, or the things that are like your picadillos, your eccentricities, they can be harnessed into strengths. And Kate's has had to learn to spend a lot less time like looking out to like figure out why things are messed up for her, and she's had to soften. And I feel like that's a really good lesson, is like let people in and make connections, reframe the way you see other people, that they're not a problem. And yeah, like use the stuff that makes you weird and that makes you who you are. Use that as it can be a superpower, if you let it.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
I'm still metabolizing what I'm learning from Judy, but it is pretty important, honestly, which is that you can't control how other people are going to see you, so you might as well be yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Alice has me learn that too. Truly in life, as a person, like, you just can't control what the critics are going to say. Just live out loud and authentically, and you'll be forgiven a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love those. Yeah. Yeah. So, what show would you want to do a crossover episode with?
I think we were talking about this recently, like WWE meets Resident Alien, like on the USA Network, like Sheriff Mike against,
We go
I
to
don't
a
know,
wrestling
Sheriff
event?
Mike.
You think we go to a wrestling event? Man.
Darcy, I don't know, Darcy and Harry, maybe Judy, and who would it be? Judy, who would you fight? Anyone that's messing with Darcy?
Yeah, I wish Dale from our show would put on a Mexican wrestling mask.
I feel like
yes,
would be
like
Reno.
I want to see Kate and an alien go at it. like we got Killer Kate coming in, right?
Yeah, right. But I mean, like for me, I'd go completely abstract. I would love to see us crossover with Family Guy. I would love for Peter and Lois and the family to somehow break down in patience. That would be like that would be amazing. I think if you're talking like a crossover or something like that, I think that could be a lot of fun in that situation. But only
Would we be animated or would
we would
they
be animated. No,
or
we
the
would be
animated?
animated.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay. I like it.
we're
I like
There's
it.
so
animated.
much you
We
can do
don't have
when
to
you're
go to
animated.
Vancouver.
Yeah, absolutely. Think about all the stuff you can do with the aliens and stuff and animated and
Wait. Can we do WWE and Family Guy and Resident Alien?
well, I mean, we could just mix it. It could be a full-blown medley of all sorts of things. If we want to stay within the
The network?
NBC Universal wheelhouse,
Right.
WWE. If we want to branch out and cross-pollinate, then you could get into.
Similarly to Corey, I would like to do a Rick and Morty crossover. I think that'd be fun.
Oh my God, that
Amazing.
would be
Yeah.
incredible. Yeah, that's another one. That's another one. Yeah. We'll just make a couple phone calls and make this happen. This is a text away. You know what I mean?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I would like to see those crossovers.
Awesome.
So,
We'll get on it for you.
yeah.
I'm already writing it, you guys. Email it for in a minute.
Yeah. Okay, I'm excited to see it now.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
o'clock.
it has to happen now.
4 o'clock on
Or like Love Island,
Oh yeah.
like the cat, like everyone from Patience decides to like do Temptation Island or something.
Hilarious.
That's great. Oh, I want to see that. Kate and Ben, especially, they go
Oh,
into
my
different
God.
houses. We'll see
Yeah.
what happens. Ben is like, I don't want this, but maybe I do want this.
Or Harry gets an overnight. Like he's like, it's like you can sleep in the sexy shack with like so and so, and it's like, well, it's gonna be
As long as Mike can have a wetsuit that is the design of his uniform, I think I'd be fine with all of that.
How many reality TV crossovers that are impossible?
yeah,
That's
yes,
amazing.
yes.
That'd be so good.
Yeah. I think all these crossovers would be very entertaining.
Yeah.
Yes.
That they would.
Yeah.
A whopping 7 people, which is a lot nowadays.
So what is the biggest obstacle you've overcome?
Whoa.
I'm an alcoholic. What if that was the first time I admitted it here? Just came up with that. No, I got a bit of a drinking problem, and I came into the show sober. So no one here has seen me drink or act out from drinking, but everybody's seen a little spicy version of me, I think, once or twice. So that was the hardest for me to overcome. I mean, yeah, easy. I'll just get that out of the way.
Well, to lighten the mood, no, I actually the character of Judy is helping me in this regard, but crippling shyness. So I was so like genetically shy as a child that I remember, tripping over a shoelace and falling on my face, playing tennis with other kids, like the first time I ever tried to play tennis. And I didn't get up. I just like, I can't get up. I'm not showing my face. Like I just kept my face on the tennis. Like I cannot even stand up. The shame, the overwhelming shame of having, screwed something up that I was trying to do. So that's probably why I gravitated even toward doing some acting. Is like you're terrified of sharks, you jump in the ocean. So there's something about Judy even that's I can't worry about it. I just can't worry about it. I got to wear that tight green dress in season 1 and walk across the street, the walk of shame thing. That I think it's one of the first times you ever see that character. Anyway, there's a lot about the character that is that necessitates me not being shy.
Mm,
Cool.
That's amazing.
deeply relate. Love that answer.
I would say self-doubt. I think this was my first time ever playing a series regular, and I came in season one feeling like I had something to prove, even though I had um, auditioned and deserved the role all my own. It was still me, like acting with Alan Tudyk, who was the big name, and so I just felt like I was constantly questioning my choices. I even had a moment with Meredith during the pilot where I had like a mini breakdown on like one of the last days because I just had to pull her aside and be like, I don't think I can do this. I mean, I'm doing it, but I don't think I can. And I had to get like a pep talk from Mare because I was just like having a panic attack on set, and we had to like ask people to like take a break, which was also just like awkward. But it was a great lesson in taking up space, and you're allowed to have a panic attack on set, and you're allowed to have weird feelings, and you just need to ask for a little bit of time, and also learning how to speak up for what you need and what you want, asking questions. And it's a shame, I think, when you get to a certain position in acting where there's a little bit more success, and sometimes if you have opinions on your character or thoughts about what's going on, some people can label you as being problematic or asking too many questions or being a diva. And there's a really beautiful balance to find, I think, when you can assert that behavior in a really professional and graceful way and stand your ground, and not let people bully you, especially as a woman in the business. So I think overcoming that self-doubt has been really helpful from season one to season four.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, so Resident Alien is so funny. Was there a particular episode where you had to do multiple takes because you couldn't keep it together?
Yes, yes, I'm starting. I'm starting. It's me. Always me. It's always my fault. Yeah, I I have wrecked takes so many times because of every person who is present today, where I'm like, I can't. I'm like, nope. Okay, great. Nope. I gotta on their coverage. Like, I cannot look at you while you do that because I will snort or make noise. Like, there's a scene coming up this season where like something insanely funny happened kind of that could not be repeated. There was no way it could be repeated. It was just a thing that happened. And everyone off stage literally said to me as soon as we got off, they were like, thank you so much for not blowing that take because like it is a thing that every now and then I've done where I'm like, dang it, like because people are so funny. I mean, I can commit to the circumstance absolutely, but yes, every single person here, everyone on our cast does things and I feel like they add things or they improvise something or the freshness of the take or the way the line delivery or something physical, Alan like ripping his fingernails off in the scene where we're like at Yellowstone and he's like he ripped his fingernails off and spit them on the floor and I was like I can't what am I supposed to what am I supposed to do what am I supposed to do anyway yes it happens all the time. All right, I'm done.
You can cover
I'm kind of complain.
Mostly ADR happens because Meredith's laughing.
True.
Like it's just a Meredith snort.
It's like, what is that? She was off camera. Okay. Sorry.
Putting out the muslin milk there. I feel like I'm on the other side of that usually. Like it really makes me like I'm always trying to get people to break, like which is like I'm trying to get the audience, like I'm trying to ruin the take with how good I am, which is stupid.
Mhm.
But the other thing is I feel like Kate, like you're often in this position where you have to stand there and be Kate because they're not going to use just a footage of you standing there for hours, but like the other person on the other side is improvising something. And so it takes a minute to get there. And the entire time, as Kate, you have to stand there and be like, hey, I was in the middle of telling you something, or like you and I were having a conversation, and now I will pause unnaturally emotion, which is like makes you laugh. Like you can't not laugh if you have to like be like, well, you know, doing something completely insane.
I will say I've gotten better at it over the years, but it's a really fun challenge to be like, because that's a hard job, the straight man, where you're like, not that I'm always the straight man, but it is a hard job to be like, you're trying to take these circumstances very seriously and they're insane. The person is behaving insanely in front of you. I feel like Sarah,
I get that a lot. I mean, I've gotten really good at not breaking with Alan, but I'll say in season 4, Alice and I had a moment where it was our coverage, and Alan and Heather, played by Edie Patterson, were off camera, but they were doing so much crazy improv with the kissing and the making out that they were breaking in front of us while we had to watch them making out, and we were like, we were breaking, but we were also like, guys, get it together. You're the ones that are off camera. We need to get these shots. But it's so funny because we just have so much fun together, all of us, that we're breaking on and off our coverage, trying not to ruin a take or trying to be serious. I mean, when Alice and I also had to do the dinner scene where we're watching them make out again, I mean, I think they said like it was really hard to find a couple of good takes where we weren't breaking. I think that's what Chris said in the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or where we're not breaking each other, frankly. I feel like Darcy and Asta have a good time together, constantly. And Darcy always trying things out, or like you said, improving, saying things. And I'm definitely the one on the end, just like waiting for you to have your moment, you know?
I mean, I'm also vain and think that I'm the funniest person in the world. So when someone else is funny, I'm a little bit like.
I also couldn't hold it together when season 1, we were at the bowling alley and Judy was telling us that what were you doing, Jenna? You were like something about the shoes, and yeah. I couldn't hold it together.
She has a PTSD from Stanford.
PTSD from Stanford.
And I think you were like, that spray getting, is that spray toxic? Or
that toxic? Yes. But you did so many different takes, and every single one was different, improv in the moment. I had to literally, you'll know that I'm breaking because I have to turn away slightly. And I did in that scene. I had to just turn my head.
I will say sometimes the writing alone is so funny that I can't get through.
Yes.
A line. Like there was I think it was season 2 or 3 where I'm just alone. I'm in the hot tub and all I have to say is this water stinks.
This water stinks.
And I never got through it without laughing. I never did, not once. Poor Kabir, Akhtar, who directed that episode. I found that line so funny. I think the way it's edited, like we cut out in time, but we had to cut away because every time I said it, I was like, this water stinks.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Couldn't get through it.
I think our show does a really good job of putting what I would consider to be like these little smoldering jokes within the scenes as well. The first one that comes to mind is Kate and Ben when she's in their training, and the body opponent bag has black hair. You know what I mean? Like it's he obviously points it out, but it's just there the whole time, this little undergirding joke under a serious discussion. Similar to when Liz is in the cave with Peter, and he's eating, and then he just spits the food all out as in the middle of the conversation. Sometimes it's those types of jokes within the scenes that break me, because it just, in my mind, I'm just giggling. I'm like, it's so stupid. It's just the whole thing. It's so stupid, you know? But it's hilarious to me, you know what I mean? So sometimes in the scenes, you can see my shoulders moving when it's on someone else's coverage. That's usually when I'm found something that's just got me and I can't shake. I also think when this was in season 1, when I was talking about I want it quiet as a as a mouse pissing on cotton, and there was one take where Alice says, "That seems like that would be loud," and I laughed there, and you try to pull it back in, but sometimes it's like a sneeze. It's a reaction. You try, and sometimes they don't help when they're at Video Village and you hear the snicker. And you hear that coming from Video Village.
Best
What I mean? And then as soon as they yell cut, everyone on the set, lets it out. And it's great. You see the crew turning away from you because they're laughing too. It's just a positive energy, and it begets positive energy. It's like we all get broken sometimes.
Yeah.
I love it when someone tries to make me break. Like Alice is very, very tricksy about this. Like her like off her coverage doing some, like she gets a look in her eye where I'm like, oh, and like you doing that thing where you raise your hand to ask a question at the town hall meeting and it wasn't even your coverage. And then Ben calls on you and you're like, I got a question. How do you do it? It was so dumb, but it destroyed me. I was like, oh my God. Just
I remember that too. That was hilarious.
so good.
You guys should see the stuff that doesn't make it into the episode.
It's true. I wish we had more bloopers. I don't even think, even of the blooper reels I've seen, doesn't even cover all the moments that I feel like are truly somewhere on camera.
Yeah.
The one time I broke, it wasn't my coverage that was the thing. Like I'll break if it's not my coverage. The one time I broke, it wasn't my coverage anyway. Like I can count on, like I'm very good at not breaking, but I remember when it's like unexpected or improvised line. Obviously, you haven't read it before, but it was during the Halloween episode, and there was these trick-or-treaters coming in and out of the Hawthorne house, and so Kate was like dishing out the candy, and she like there was like this little bumblebee like came up and was like trick or treat, and she's like, "Oh, aren't you cute, blind melon?" Like that wasn't in the script at all, and like she said blind melon, and I was like, "Oh, that's funny," like from the 90s, and then the kid was like, and then like shrugged and walked away, and she was like, oh. Like her face from it being like, "Yeah, I'm old." I snorted. I snarted.
What was your question?
I think we got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the question was if there was an episode where you had to do multiple takes because you couldn't keep it together.
Yes.
So you answered it.
Because I can't act.
Right.
So what was your favorite episode to film?
Ooh.
We've done so many.
We have, right? Like 35 now or something.
44.
44.
44.
I'm partial to the birthday party, Harry's birthday party. We all got to be, it was like, I think that was the first time we all got to be together. Is that right? Like really, truly all together?
Yeah, socializing in that way within the show.
Yeah. Although Jenna, I don't know, was Judy, I feel like you were there, but I wish you had like popped into that party too.
Something. No.
What?
No one can't hear you.
No one told her about the party.
Oh, no, no one told her about the party. That's why I feel like you should have shown up. Like you always know.
That's why I did. It's girls' night because I was there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She just comes walking out of Harry's room, and it's like she's been there the whole time. Like, how did you?
She was like, I was just taking a nap. Actually, girls' night is really fun too. When we were all dancing around the fire. That was really great.
Great episode. I just watched that actually the other night.
Yeah.
You guys roller skating down the street on the way to the mayor's house. It was brilliant. Such a great episode.
That was probably my favorite episode to film, like as an episode. A lot of the time you get that question and it's like, what's your favorite episode to film? Well, we block shoot. So if you're filming if you're filming episode 8, you're also filming episode 10 or, episode 9.
Right.
So like you don't really remember. Well, I remember I was shooting that, but I was also shooting this other episode at the same time. So I can remember like scenes that stick out really a lot, And every time we went to Whistler, that was always our favorite because we got to be together on a trip together, but then it's just like so rare was it that like deputy and sheriff didn't get deputy and sheriff is what I call them. Is that weird? They didn't get to come to Whistler. So, it is really just the most fun when we all get to be together.
Yeah.
I can remember like for sure a standout for me was when we filmed the stuff on the glacier with just me and Sarah and Harry, which I just said it's fun when we're all together. And then I was like, and then it was fun when everyone was gone. But to film at the top of a glacier that you can only access via
Helicopter.
And so it was me, Chris, it was us, the cast, Alan, Sarah, and I were the only cast. And then it was Chris, Robbie, two cameras.
Jody, I think Jody was up there.
Jody, yeah. The assistant director was up there, and then a couple camera guys, and like maybe one other person. And so there was no hair, no makeup, no like the entire crew was gone. And so we were just like, it was like we were shooting a student project or something, except we were on top of the glacier. That was really exciting and different. And there's like video of us touching up each other's makeup.
Mm-hmm.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like when we're all together too. And I also really love getting to work with Levi, and I love our family dynamic. And
So
I
good.
feel like we have such a good rapport working together. And so I really love I love being in a scene and playing in the nuance with him because he's so good. And it's very rewarding to be like, oh yeah, like, oh, we found this little gem inside this thing. And also, of course, a standout is like end of season 1, getting to just like kick ass, and throw these like rubber versions of like a frying pan and stuff like and chase these people out of our house. That was a cathartic.
Oh God, I love that scene and the song that goes over it.
Song choice.
Oh,
So good. Such good taste there on that.
Also, Mara, what if you and Levi hated each other, like Patrick Swayze's Jennifer Grey style? You know what I mean? Like, what if
They hate each other?
Apparently, they hated each other.
Oh.
Or at least there was like maybe Jennifer Grey. I don't know. I don't want to speak for Jennifer Grey out there, but there's rumor that she thought Patrick was a handful, even though he probably was in the sense that he's so talented. But I'm just saying, you guys have such great chemistry. Thank God you like working together, because I hear those stories sometimes about couples who have to play like they're in love and they are so not in love,
That's a nightmare.
Right.
That's a nightmare.
I feel like you'd still do it with professional grace and like we wouldn't even know. But it's like you spend so much time. What if you hated your son? What if Judah was a nuisance?
Right.
Mom sucked.
Yeah. What if Judah's mom sucked? We love Leah though, Leah Friend.
What you don't realize, the other thing people don't think about ever is that this is not something that you asked, Maya, but I'm just going to go into it. People don't realize, like, when you work with kid actors, you're really working with their parents because their parents are always on set, always.
Yeah.
There's a chair for the kid and for the parent when they're underage. That's just the law. So you will be contending with that child's parent for most of it because you're the adult and they're the adults, so you'll be talking to them. And Leah, Judah's mom, is like the greatest possible actor parent you could ever imagine in your life. Like, I've never encountered anybody that I would want to spend time with. Like, I would visit I'd visit just Leah. Judah can just, like, she's great. And so that's so rare, honestly, because, stage mom thing. Well,
And we lucked out because Judah was our third Max.
Yeah.
We shot the pilot with one Max, and then by the time we got picked up, that actor I don't think was available anymore, and
Yeah.
then we got a different Max, and then we reshot the pilot with that child, and then I think episodes 1 and 2, and then that changed, and then we got Judah and had to go back. They had to go back and reshoot the pilot again, and this time along with the first 2 episodes again for all of those scenes. So, it also is a testament to two things. I think one is sometimes it takes a little time to find chemistry. And two, I think Chris did a really, really great job from the very beginning of putting the right ingredients together. The fact that we're all this far into this experience, having gone through COVID, having gone through all of the aspects of being away from home and working in Vancouver and all of the delays, and the fact that we're all still as close as we are is a testament to the right-headedness of Chris's thinking from the very beginning. And that's something that cannot be overstated.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Um, so if you could put a message on a billboard for everyone to see as your resident alien characters, what would that message be?
What a great
Wow.
question.
As a character. Can
Yeah.
I say what I would say? I don't know if I can. What is the
Yeah, I was
rating
gonna
on
ask.
this podcast?
Can I use bad language?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think mine would be don't fuck with my family.
Wow.
Oh, I like that one.
That's kind of like Harrison Ford is, give me my family back. You know what I mean? Like if you had a Cessna and you called it Air Force One and just like 3 people were on it and one of them was your kid.
Get off my plane.
Get off my
Get off my plane. You know what I mean?
Also, don't fuck with my family is really
Don't fuck
timely
with my
right now
family.
too.
Oh,
So I'd like to see that billboard.
yeah. Wow. It doesn't even have to be about the show. That could just be just a
That's the
billboard.
point.
I wonder what something like that would cost just to put up somewhere. Yeah,
I don't know why, but I want to say stay home.
stay home.
I feel like Austin would be like, just let's cuddle up. Let's not get into any trouble. Come on now, stay home. Like, stay home. Be safe. They're crazy out there. They're idiots. They'll beam you up, Stay home.
I got it. Mine as Darcy would be with the should be with the Helicats, like Darcy's fourth job where she does mountain controlled demolitions, and it would be her with one of the explosive devices, and it would just be fuck ice.
Oh
Can you have like ice coming out of the billboard too, like shooting out of it?
I think my billboard would be a simple one with just Mike in his uniform with his hat on, leaning towards the camera like he's got something to say, and it just simply would be, y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. And I think that would be, I think that y'all ain't gonna believe this shit.
I can see that too.
I think that is where his head is at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I have to know Judy's.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what it is, and I don't think she's like someone who like trades in billboards. Like, she doesn't try to get other people to think the way she thinks or anything. But so I think it'd be something really seems simple, but ultimately is profound, probably, because that's how she rolls. So it'd be something like love wins, or like,
Yeah.
you'll find your person. Like, it'll be your turn sometime. I don't know.
Oh, it'll be your turn soon. Come on.
Your turn or something.
Or for the double entendre thing, it could be her sitting there looking kind of cute and stuff, and it's just like your turn. You know what I mean? You get it? You get it? I don't get it, but
Take your turn.
Yeah.
I also feel like it could be a picture of you and Darcy, and it's like, Judy, like, hey, like it's me, like Darcy's original best friend since way before like you knew her. Like
Yeah, Judy's billboard would be of Darcy. She's far in the background. That's my best friend.
The Love Wins one for sure. And it's just like
Yeah.
Darcy.
I love those.
Or it'd be like Love Wins, and it'd be her in front of the Wynn Casino in Las Vegas. You know?
Nice.
Incredible.
Nice.
I don't know. This is why I'm not in the writer's room. This is why they don't invite me in until the very last second when it's too late to change anything. We got everything we need. Just stand right there, say this, okay, now get it. Bam, and then I'm out. They know. They bring me in too soon. They'll be like, oh God, we're gonna hear some bad ideas, people. So let's just minimize the amount of time.
One for the page.
Yeah, that would be my billboard, except it'd be like my face with a bunch of words all over it and stuff scratched out and rewritten. And then at the end, I'd be like, fuck it. And then that would just be the end of the last part of my billboard at the end. Fuck all this. I don't like billboards. You know,
Perfect.
see the top and I draw an arrow and it would just be just a mess. It would be a mess. Just a mess.
Love that. Yeah. So what subject could your character give a TED Talk on, even though they are totally unqualified on that subject?
Probably
Really?
Al-Anon. Being like friend and family of an alcoholic. A little bit, you know, like Asta is a classic Al-Anon family member, just an enabler and a people pleaser and a nurturer and wanting everyone to get along. And so she could probably have a whole TED Talks on what not to do as an Al-Anon and what to do to take care of yourself. You know? We could have a whole episode on that, Darce.
Yeah. I mean, I think one of the things Darcy could do a TED Talk on is Asta.
Yeah.
Speaking of Al-Anon.
Exactly.
I think Judy could give a TED Talk on sex positivity.
Yes.
It would be, and I think it would be strong.
I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
Full of
I'd
mystery.
like to hear that TED Talks.
Like a live fact checker. Like you'd need somebody on the side to be like, I don't think that's how you get pregnant, but
Kate would definitely be able to talk about environmental law for sure. A nice spicy little TED Talk on environmental law. And I think she thinks that she would be able to do a TED Talk on healthy relationship dynamics or sustaining a marriage over a long period of time.
Yeah.
I also think she'd probably need a fact checker. And I feel like Ben would be in the wings, like,
yeah.
But yeah.
I feel like Mike could do a TED Talk about the do's and don'ts of do's and don'ts. I think that's where his expertise would lie in a series of do's and don'ts and why you don't do those don'ts. I think that would be his TED Talk, and I think everyone would walk out far more confused than when they walked in.
Corey, I want to do this. I want to come over to your house and film you in a. Can we just like get the Sheriff Mike costume?
I have my name tag. My son put it on a stuffed animal that says I'm complicated. It's very.
This is perfect social media content. I would like to hear the do's, the don't do's, the don'ts from Sheriff Mike.
The do's and don'ts of do's and don'ts, and why you don't do some of the do's and why you do some of the don'ts.
We're doing this. We're doing it.
Oh yeah.
Summer project.
Yes. I want to see that.
I think it would be like the intellectual equivalent of playing Frogger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Love that. Yeah, I'd love to see all of those TED Talks.
Well rounded, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, so what episode was the most challenging to film?
Oh, the waltz.
Guys,
The waltz. It's not even close. There's no.
That's exactly what first came to mind for me too, and I feel bad about
Wait, can we even talk about the waltz? I don't. Can we?
We
We
cannot.
can't talk about the waltz, can we?
we cannot.
Okay.
We've said
So
the
we just have to leave it at that.
Yeah. And by waltz, he meant like the first 3 seasons of the show.
I meant
when we were waltzing through
Kamala
them.
Harris's running mate
Nope.
in waltz.
No. Tim
Was,
will
we have a secret cameo that we were saving for a special occasion, but things didn't go the way we thought. So
stop and talk about what it is and everything and why it was the most challenging. But there's no I don't think anything else is going to top that.
no, I agree.
I can't
Not
wait.
even close. Not even close.
Um, so
I have doctor's appointments related to it to this day.
Great.
I'm kind of joking, but
I love that. So, what show or movie do you find yourself quoting all the time?
MacGruber. MacGruber.
airplane.
Oh, nice.
Looks like I picked the wrong day to stop.
Yeah.
I'm an 80s, 90s junkie, so I feel like it would be Goonies or Breakfast Club or I don't know, name any of those like iconic 80s, 90s flicks, and I'm probably over at my mom's house like quoting them with my brothers. Like that's the vibe.
Meredith's like the Pelican Brief.
Don't think Sarah and I watched the Pelican Brief.
Whew, whoa, it does not hold up.
Yeah, it does. Oh, wait, what's the one we watched with her? We did like a whole Julia Roberts marathon because I love her. I just love to watch her. And I think the Pelican Brief was in there that we watched the Pelican Brief. We watched one with her and another actor. Pelican Brief is Denzel, right?
Correct.
Yes. But there was this other actor who, gosh, we can't remember his name.
Is it Gary Busey? Is
Yes.
it Gary Busey?
Yes, it's a Busey. And they show up, they're like trying to one up each other. And in one of the scenes, the way he ones up Julia Roberts is he gets her to like go to the middle of nowhere and geese just like get in her way of driving. Geese. A flock of geese. And we were like, oh, wow. It just so perfectly timed that she showed up right when the geese were passing the road. Like, that was the big, like, got you. We're like,
don't you mean geese you? I mean, is that
geese you?
Geese you? I don't know. When I think of Julia Roberts, I think of shoulder pads. I'm not really sure why.
Okay.
It comes to mind. Shoulder pads.
Yeah, she probably wore a few of those in her 80s films.
I think I've seen like 2 of her movies. I've never seen Pretty Woman.
Whoa, that was high pitched. I said, what?
Come on.
I've seen Pretty Woman. Is that true?
No, I've never seen Pretty Woman. I've seen bits and pieces. I've seen the scene where, he snaps her finger at the necklace and shit like that.
Sure, clips.
Seen her in a bathtub, I think.
Oh, I've got a good one.
Streetwalkers don't look like Julia Roberts. That's only in fucking Hollywood. Are you kidding me? It's not how that works. Yeah.
What'd you say, Alice?
About Twilight.
Oh, yeah. God, what the fuck? They made me watch that. I resisted. I wanted to watch Savannah Smiles, which is this incredible movie that I think everyone should go out of their way to watch immediately. But we watched Twilight, and I don't get it. I don't get what that was. I don't get it. Then again, I've never Harry Pottered either. I don't get it. I don't Dumbledore. I don't. Put me in the Marvel universe. I'm all about it. I'm such a loser like that. I'm like, ooh, you guys are watching,
Which is
Twilight.
so funny because
I'm
you're
worried
like,
about Thanos, huh?
I mean, if you think about it, Twilight is a fantasy film about vampires, and Marvel is a
Yeah, but did
fantasy
you
film
see it?
about
Did you
superheroes.
see it? Did you see this movie? It was sub what listen, I don't know anything because the franchise went on to make more money than I think
That's
some nations
right.
have. But nonetheless, not my cup of tea.
There you go. That's okay.
I had never seen it until we all watched it, and I
Same.
sat with my jaw hanging open at so many performance moments in that movie.
Oh
I
yeah.
was like, oh my God. I feel like I need to watch it annually. Like
Oh.
every now and then someone will send me a Twilight meme or like a Twilight clip. Like I just would, somebody here sent it to me, I think, of like you zoom in on the background of like them like at high school, like hanging out, and like there's some kids like playing hacky sack in the background, but there's no hacky sack. They're just putting
And
They're just kicking their feet.
they're just
Rain Boots was
$1 billion franchise.
yes.
Lots of money they made from that.
Corey, I don't get it either, Corey. Back in the day, I didn't tell you guys this when we watched it that night, but I turned down doing the audiobook of Twilight.
Oh my gosh.
I was
Can I
like,
heard
what?
your voice telling us that sassy love story?
That would have made it better for me. Maybe the book is better. Maybe it was just a bad film adaptation.
Wait, why did you turn it down?
Oh yeah.
I don't, it was a lot of books. I don't remember. I remember I was traveling and I had done this other series, the House of Night series that was also kind of vampires, and I'd done werewolves. It was a time with a lot of books with creatures.
Yeah.
I don't remember the timeline, but I remember that it was sent to me and I was like,
Yeah.
Twilight. This ain't nothing. No one's ever gonna read this.
yeah.
I did read the first two books very quickly because I wanted to be in Twilight. Here's a little story you didn't know. I wanted to be in it because there was a woman who looked a lot like me, and she was like a werewolf sister. Her name was Leah. And so I saw her picture and I was like, I could play that, but I didn't know anything about it. And so I was like contacting the casting. This is back when you were like sending headshots and resumes in actual like paper form. So I was like, I had always heard be consistent, be persistent. So I was sending the studio, like casting office, my headshot and resume for Leah, like week after week. I got a call. They were like, stop sending us your headshot, bring her in. So I had to read the books over the weekend. So I will say, I think the books are probably better than the movie just because it's your imagination. But I read them in a matter of like 48 hours. Like my eyes were bleeding. So that just shows you that they're not like that complicated to read either. And then I went into my audition and I did not know what to do with my hands. I had just moved to LA and I like had been told I was too big because I was a theater major and I needed to just like be more still. So I just was a talking head. Oh yeah. Thank you. Okay. I'm here for you. I mean, I like didn't move my mouth. I didn't move my shoulders. I didn't move my arms. And they were like, after all those headshots you sent us, that's all right. Thank you so much.
I mean, hell, based on what I saw in the movie, what you just described doing was perfect.
Maybe I should have gotten it, but maybe they were like, I should have been more animated. I don't know. That's my little story that I never told you guys. So I was just trying anything and everything.
Look at what we're learning about Twilight today. Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the crossover we need. A resident alien vampire crossover.
Oh God.
Werewolfage on the side.
I think Asta would love to be a sinner. I think Asta would love it. She would be like, let's go. I want to live.
Can I come in your house? Your house, please. Please want to come into your house real bad, okay?
I mean, she's so nice that I think she'd finally be like, I'm liberated. I can finally just eat people alive.
My brain is just like one big, like it's just all show and movie quotes.
I bet.
So, yeah. Um, so I am pop culture obsessed, and I go in stages of shows that I cannot stop watching. Is there a show that you're currently obsessed with?
Andor.
I'm
I'm
watching Veep.
over, but Andor. I've been telling everybody who hasn't seen Andor that it's the best TV show I've seen in the last decade. I mean, it's like far and away the best TV. And nobody, I've tried, I actually have sat people down in my apartment to make them watch it. I sat Chris down. I like pushed him down on the couch and like made him, forced him to watch it, which was really awkward. Um, it's not a good way to, you can't really force people to, but I just think it's amazing.
What did you say, Jenna? Veep?
I'm watching Veep because I never watched it before, and it is so funny. The writing is incredible, and I think everyone probably already knew that but me. I don't think I had HBO when it was on, or
It's amazing.
it's
I
amazing.
haven't seen it. Maybe I'll binge it this summer.
So good.
Watch that either. I'm into like this animation phase right now. I've been digging Secret Level on Amazon. I think it's a Tim Miller show. Also, Love, Death, Robots on Netflix. And I just recently watched it's not a TV show, but an animated movie, the Predator of Predators movie on Hulu.
Mm.
Excellent, 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 excellent stuff. All three of them. So if you're into that type of stuff, top notch. The three of those.
I'm going through a real situation, which I blame on one of my best friends got me into Survivor. I never watched Survivor. It's not in my universe, not in my wheelhouse. I was just like, I don't know. I didn't get interested. And she was like, and I was having trouble sleeping. And she was like, I'm telling you, like, just try Survivor. And she sent me like a list of seasons to try. She's like, you're going to want to watch season 7, 11, like 13, not 18, 19, it's like this whole thing. And I was like, okay. So my husband Danny and I started, and I was like, I'm not going to get into this. And then like 3 episodes in, I was like, see, like his social game is really good, but like immediately I got just sucked into the Survivor universe. And now I'm so obsessed and deeply invested. And frankly, it is the only way I can go to sleep, which is really annoying because I bring the laptop in, and Danny, my husband's a teacher, and so he's like trying to go to bed. And I like bring in the laptop and I'm like, can we just have like 10 minutes of Survivor? And he like puts it on and is like, "Oh, God, like and he's had to watch the same like 30 minutes of an episode over and over again because I fall asleep immediately. Anyway, I'm in a Survivor hole. That's what's happening to me. I can't get out. I can't get out.
You're trying to survive your survivor hole.
Yes.
Girl,
And
You
now I'm
watching,
gonna go on
Sarah?
it. What'd you say?
you need Neuralink.
He was asking what I was watching, and it's funny. Off of reality TV, I am a Love Island girl
Oh,
and a
Right.
Traders girl, and I've seen them all: the UK, the Australia, the USA. I'm Love Island and Traders. Right now, Love Island USA is really, the women are so hot and the men are so dumb, and it's so good. It's so good. And I just binged Dying for Sex, though, which was also a really beautiful show, worth a binge. It's incredibly funny and incredibly meaningful. But yeah, I won't go down the survivor hole. I told Mare this. I mean, and she's tried to get me on it because her best friend tried to get her on it, or got her on it, and I was like, I can't. I can't, because as you see, I'm a Love Island Traders. I mean, I'll go beyond, and I will lose myself. I will lose so much time in the day. I can't do it. I won't. I refuse. I refuse Survivor.
Yeah. I binge watched Dying for Sex a little while ago, and I loved that. And every time I see commercials for Survivor, I'm like, I can't. I feel just like my blood pressure rising just watching the commercials, so I can't watch it.
That's how I feel about The Bear. I watched 2 episodes of The Bear and I put it down. I said, no, I was a waitress for 20 years. I don't need that in my life. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Causes anxiety just seeing the commercials. You're like, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the show I usually always put on to like as I'm trying to fall asleep is White Collar. I just have rewatched it so many times, and since it was put back on Netflix, like that's all I watch. But I've also been rewatching The New Adventures of Old Christine, which is another one of my favorite shows. So I was watching it right before this interview, and I was just like crying. I was laughing so hard.
Aw,
So
that's the best.
yeah.
Speaking of interviews, I have time for like one more question, and then I am gonna have to skedaddle.
Yeah,
So,
I've got another podcast to jump into as well.
Okay. So yeah, I just have one final question. So what is your favorite line of dialogue from the show?
I know mine right away, and I don't know if I can say it because it's coming up
Oh.
in I think episode 4. And let me think. Yeah, it's a little bit too specific. It's a little bit too specific to say in this interview. I'm gonna text it to Jenna and see if I can say it.
uh, I think for me, um, geez, I don't know. There's so many, honestly. I don't know that I could pick just one. I've gotten away with being able to say things I never in a million years would have thought I've been able to get away with saying before. Most of the time when I try to improvise on other shows, they either say don't or they let me do it all the while knowing it's going straight in the garbage. Like now you don't even have to waste film because it's digital. It's just there to, kind of create the illusion of, we're a team. But I don't know. There's so many. I know that's a lame answer, but so many come to mind that I can't think of any, if that makes any.
I quote Sheriff Mike a lot. I always talk about finger flavor. Anytime I'm eating anything, I'm like,
Yeah.
finger flavor. Look at my. I also quote Kate when she says to Sahar, it's okay to just say no.
Yeah.
Just like, so I love that, like, sweet little sarcastic, honest moment. And I mean, I feel like I'm constantly going around quoting everybody in the show. You're right. There's so many, but I probably quote Sheriff Mike the most.
I think actually, if I do have one now, I can think about it. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty, unless they're guilty. I think that is probably sums up Sheriff Mike in one quote.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Women love they buckets.
Women love their buckets.
So good too. Women love their buckets.
Love their buckets. These are facts. It's just a fact.
I have to make that t-shirt today and send it to production because they're asking for t-shirt designs. Women love they buckets is gonna go on a t-shirt. My line is coming up, and Jenna has told me that the episode will probably come out by the time we get this podcast out. So my favorite line I've ever said in Resident Alien is, "It's no bra night at the war protest." Which I will take partial credit for, because Chris and I wrote that together. I still think it was probably Chris that actually came up with the line exactly, but we were like working on that scene together. He let me weigh in on that specific scene, which was really fun, and I will remember it for the rest of my life. It's my favorite thing ever.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Well, that was my final question for all of you. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't tell you what it means to me to be talking with all of you. So thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for
Thanks for
having
having us,
Maya.
Maya. This was really fun for us. Thank you.
And thanks, Mary, for putting us together.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I've had the best time. You've made my day. So thank you.
Thanks for
Our
letting
day too, Maya.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks for
you.
letting us get
Mwah.
together and just talk shit for a little bit like idiots.
This
We
is what we
we
do.
always appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course, it was so much fun to hear. So
All right. We'll see you again soon.
watch Resident Alien Friday nights on Sci-Fi, and that's a wrap on today's edition of The Latest with Maya.